Hi, this is Robert Jean. I'm here in Czech Republic currently. I'm just not far from Germany and as well as Poland. And this is a part of the gratitude stuff that people are doing. So I thought I'd be grateful. And one of the things I thought I'd be grateful about is the most difficult part about being grateful, and that is for your adversaries. That is for the tough times, the hard times, the hurtful relationships, the physical, emotional experiences that you had growing up as a child. But believe it or not, these are actually some of the greatest points in your life if you do one basic thing, and that's make peace with it. So some of the most grateful things I can be grateful for, granted my childhood, I've had some pretty rough experiences growing up, but when I went and rewrote the stories and changed the emotional attachments to it, they become some of the greatest things that ever happened to me because it propelled me to be a better person. Of course, growing up, if you've never worked on yourself, looking back at our childhood experiences that are unpleasant, it actually molds your whole life. Your whole life is built from some of these bad experiences. But when you discover the art of changing yourself, learning how to make peace with what you have within yourself, this is the greatest gift, and that is our worst experiences, because it not only helps us to be greater by transforming and changing the memories. Now, there is a difference in what I'm talking about. Some people will hold on to the bad memory and keep the feelings bad, which is emotional insanity in my opinion. But what you want to do is go to the bad memories or the unpleasantries, release the emotions attached to it, and then rewrite the story to where you have a better story. That means, some of my biggest worst experiences, even not necessarily dealing with my father, but some of the public speaking things, like being in school, being humiliated, embarrassed, being in the center of the class, having to spell words that you didn't know how to spell, and you were the only one that they did this to, or it seemed like anyway. And so when I went back and rewrote the story, I become the center of attention. And of course, you see that I do these videos, you see I travel around the world, I get presentations. It's something that would never, ever in a million years ever happen for me because I had fear of public speaking. We could never do that. And now I do it all the time. And the reason is I went and changed my history. I went and changed the memory. So when you take your worst experiences, it becomes your greatest experiences. And there's a weirdness to our brain. Like the public speaking thing. There's, we have a horrible fear, but on the other side, we want to do this in some way. So some of the things I would say, look at the worst experiences, and as you transform these memories, that means rewrite the stories, change emotions, change how you feel about it. These will be the best gifts that you can be grateful for. Some of the biggest experiences in my life has not been my childhood, it's been my adulthood in the last few years, I created a process and then being attacked by the energy people, matrix reimprinters and Gary Craig and the EFTers, because the system in which I created is very profound and very, very effective. And it taught me a lot about business, which I didn't know. I thought everybody was on the same team. But, when it comes to making money and having money and helping people, it's a different world. And so it just taught me how business works. I never worked in a business. The last job I ever had was delivering pizza at 24 years old. So that's the truth. So, it just taught me a lot of things about business, about people. Also, it pushed me to make my system even better. And so my goal is to have the #1 healing process in the world. And the only way to do that is to keep pushing forward and to grow and change and creating a system that people can respect and honor. And since I'm the only trainer, there is a standard that has been made. And so we are now working on the Taptics training system to have other trainers do it. And then, the system is amazing. And some of you may be using some of the FasterEFT stuff. FasterEFT has evolved into your Taptics. Your Taptics is you working on yourself, tactics. And also we're creating a system where the psychology community and the medical community will come to see us because we are creating experts at creating life changes. So these are some of the good things, So I just send love to Gary Craig and Carl Dawson and all the EFT people and all the matrix reimprinters. And, I just wish you the best because, again, what you do inside yourself is what you do to yourself. And what you do to yourself, you do to other people. So I always say learn to like yourself, be kind to yourself, and do nice things to yourself. Because what you do to you, within you, you do to others. So the biggest gift for us is some of the worst experiences if you go and rewrite the story. And, it's a part of life. There are things that happen that people do that they shouldn't do, and that's just how it works. So I'm right here. This is me, and this is me on the horse, and my arms all the way to the ground because I am grounded, and we're moving forward and riding into the future, creating a new life. So this is Robert Jean here in Czech Republic, and I'm getting ready to do a seminar here soon in Germany, which is not far from here. How to heal your body, how your mind works, and how you change your mind, change your memories. Peace.